so close that I can feel their heat through the glass, begging me to flatten my hand, to press my entire body against the window, needing more, more, more. I stagger back and stab my nails into my palms. There. You've seen them. Now close the shutters, bury your head beneath your pillow, and pray to the skies for forgiveness. But the night won't let me go so easily. Not when it's lured me this far. Come, it beckons. My throat tingles. I won't give in. Sweat beads along my hairline. I can't. The moonstone severs my ability to wield the darkness. Precisely, it hums. There's no risk, no reason to resist. My resolve snaps like a bowstring, and I snatch my crumpled cloak off the floor and steal into the dormitory hall. The narrow corridor is twice as long as the throne room at the Sky Palace, and I limp past door after door with careful, measured strides. Unfortunately, no matter how softly I tread, the thump-slide of my injured leg echoes off the unforgiving tiles and high frescoed ceiling. I tighten every muscle and will my body to cooperate. One wrong step will bring every monk at Ixari running. They all watch me like hungry, circling hawks, eager to earn their salvation, and, more important, the king's favor and a seat on his council of elders by saving sinners like me, which isn't done through selfless service and finding harmony with one's family, one's enemies, and oneself, as the first gods taught. No. Followers of the new order attain exaltation by reporting the mistakes of others. The more grievous the infraction, the closer they come to rapture. And I, the most notorious criminal in the empire, am imprisoned in the heart of their den, constantly bombarded by hundreds of predatory eyes and salivating mouths. Thankfully, the rushes I laid this morning helped to muffle my uneven gait. The rushes aren't technically my duty, but the old ones always smell of rat piss, so I've taken to changing them out of the goodness of my heart, not because I plan on sneaking out. At the end of the hall, I crack the door and slip like smoke into the moonlit courtyard. The night chitters in welcome, flocking to me like bees to budding globe flowers, delighted to have won our battle of wills again. Now that I've submitted, the tendrils no longer growl like hungry panthers, but rub against my hands like sweet, purring kittens. I sigh and tilt my face skyward. The sensation is euphoric, more freeing than galloping across the grasslands with the wind in my hair, more satisfying than the whistle of an arrow flying straight and true toward the center of a target, even better than the memory of Ghoa's proud smile. The thought of my sister makes my stomach lurch. Ghoa wouldn't be smiling if she could see me now. She risked her reputation and position as commander of the Kalima warriors to secure my sanctuary here. These midnight jaunts could jeopardize everything she's worked for, and possibly her life. If I'm caught meddling with the darkness, the king could easily execute us both. And while I came to terms with my own execution long ago, I would rather die 1,000 deaths than watch Ghoa swing beside me. The horrifying image nearly sends me scuttling back to my room, but the night kisses my cheek and buzzes in my ears, singing my worries away. In order to punish me, the king would have to visit Ixari to witness my disobedience, and since neither he nor Ghoa have set foot inside the monastery compound since my banishment, they never need to know I've allowed myself this tiny taste of freedom. The chilly autumn breeze whispers through my cloak, and I draw the hood around my face as I hobble down the pebbled pathways. The monastery at Ixari is massive, with hundreds of bone-white prayer temples and dormitories encircling a towering jade assembly hall that stands in the center like an ever-watchful eye. Tonight, the moon hangs heavy and full overhead, bathing the snow-dusted pathways in brush strokes of light. Beautiful, yes, but it makes sneaking around far more difficult. My fingers twitch out of habit. Before my imprisonment, I could have gripped the threads of darkness spooling down my arms and swathed